Welcome to the Fortville Vernon Township Public Library July Pinterest Club. This month we are making upcycled magazine butterflies. So when we're done, you'll end up with something like this. So for today's supplies, you will need the magazine pages provided to you, glue, a butterfly shape, a frame, and a piece of cardstock like I have here. What you need from home today is some tape and a pair of scissors to add to what you were given in your bag. The first step of this is to roll your magazine pages. So you'll need about 25 rolls to make your butterfly. So you're going to take your sheet in half and think about which color you want to show on the end. For me, for example, on this page, I really want this yellow part. So I'm going to roll it in a way where I'm going to be left, you could fold it in half just so you don't need to roll the whole thing. Just fold it in half first. It'll make it a little bit easier. And then I start by making a little ledge and then rolling. Just roll it, roll it, roll it. I'm going to take a little tiny piece of tape to hold it, just so it'll stay rolled up. Not much at all. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Look through my pieces of paper, and there might be certain colors you're looking for. So you'll want to think about what color is going to show. We're rolling the paper, so a lot of what we're rolling up is not going to show. If you want certain colors, you can look through your magazine pages, and then even possibly the scissors are to trim. Like if I want this yellow, I may want to trim off some of that because I want the yellow to show at the end. So once again, I'm folding just to get my roll started. And then rolling, and then taping off at the end so the roll will stay rolled up. Now that one came out a little bit wide, so I'm going to just start over and try and get it a little tighter to about the width of a pencil. Okay. Tape it off. All right, and just keep doing this. You'll need about 25 of them to make your butterfly. So the next step is to find the butterfly shape that you were given, and we're going to glue the rolls to the butterfly. So you have your rolls of magazine pages, and you can just lay them out any way that looks good to you. Any combination of colors, any order, it really is just what looks good to you. And then once you have them laid out how you want them, then start gluing. And if some of your pages are sticking out a little bit, when we glue them, it will fix that. The tape is just to hold it in a roll, but the glue will keep it all down, so don't worry about that. If you're using your glue for the first time, you just need to cut off the very tip to let the glue come out, to open it up. Your rolls will extend past the shape of the butterfly, but we'll cut them later after it dries, so just glue them on as is. Do make sure you're covering the butterfly shape completely. It's better to go over the edge than to be too short. Okay, so my butterfly is completely covered. Now I need to let it dry. I would leave it for a couple hours, even overnight, and we will come back to it. When we come back, we'll cut it to the shape of the butterfly and get it ready for the frame. But for now, it needs to dry before we can do that. So go ahead and take a break, and I'll meet you back here once it's dry. Okay, now that it's dry, I'm ready to cut. So we'll turn it over, look at the back side where you can see the outline, and you'll need a pair of good scissors to be able to cut through the magazines, and we'll just cut around the outline. So here we go. So up in these little corners, you may have to do a little tearing. That's the trickiest part. Get your scissors up as far as you can, and sometimes maybe just tearing it off might work too a little bit. This last little piece is really hard. Okay, once you have all the outside pieces cut, you may find little places that need to be trimmed. Just do a little bit of fine tuning till you're happy with it. All right, now we're ready for the next step. Okay, we're down to our final steps. The first of the end is gluing our butterfly to the cardstock paper provided to you. So just put some glue on your butterfly, and you should have a lot more glue left than I do. I've been using this tube a little too long, I think. Okay. Just place it, eye it, put it in the center pretty much. And then I added little antennas with a pen just to make it look a little bit more like a butterfly. So now all that's left is to put it into the frame. You will need to remove the the glass, because obviously our butterflies are more 3D. So take the glass out and put it into the frame like this, and your butterfly is complete. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next month.